We live in an era where anyone can buy a professional looking website or hire a ghostwriter for their LinkedIn and use AI to script their perfect video. It's actually in vogue right now to claim to be an expert. But here is the problem. The market is getting smarter and trust is at an all-time low. How do we show up authentically without adding to the noise? How can we ensure our efforts aren't wasted? We're not new to this. In many cases, we've had real world impact. We're highly sought after, and our lived experiences allows us to improvise in real time. Today, I want to go share with you how the live button is the ultimate truth teller and make the case to stop writing scripts and start depositing the kind of undeniable proof that turns skeptics into clients. Let's dive in. I want to continue talking about the expert's dilemma. In an era of AI-generated advice and highly edited perfection, the marketplace is suffering from a trust deficit. True authority isn't found in what you can say when you have time to edit. It's found in what you can solve when the live button is red. Sometimes it's pulsing. And for many of us, we try to avoid it, but live is life. Live happens quite literally every day in your consult sessions, as you're providing advice, as you're solving that problem, as you're meeting with your team. You're live, you just don't have a camera on. A static social media post claims you are an expert, but a live Q&A session deposits undeniable proof into your digital footprint. So I want to share with you a probing question, right? If a skeptic audited your digital footprint today, would they only find rehearsed claims, or would they find real-time receipts of your genius? Real-time receipts of what you can do. Family, let's go ahead and get the ultimate flex, okay? A PDF lead magnet is a great asset. We all use them. We put them out in different forms, get people to sign up for our mailing lists, and that's great. But answering complex questions on the fly without preparation in real time, questions that are coming in from the chat or in Zoom, is the ultimate flex of your professional authority. While your competitors are hiding behind polished graphics, you're building a library of evidence. I want to share with you the live advantage. When you solve a viewer's problem live on platforms like Ecamm or StreamYard, that broadcast doesn't just disappear. It becomes an evergreen receipt in your digital footprint. It proves to every future prospect that your wisdom isn't just a script, isn't just something you've memorized. It's an innate part of who you are. It's an innate part of your lived experience. And so here's the takeaway. Don't tell them you're the best. Show them you're the solution. Static content is a brochure. Live content is a laboratory. Do you know what happens in a laboratory? Like in a laboratory, we mix things up. In a laboratory, we test things out. In a laboratory, we're not 100% sure all the time of how this is going to go. In a laboratory, you sometimes are proving a theory or disproving a theory. In a laboratory, you're showing your work. You remember long division back in the day? I know we don't do that anymore, but if I was to turn in that answer to the teacher, just the answer alone, with no work, with no, how did I get there? They would simply give it back to me and say, show your work. Live content is you showing your work. Family, listen, an amateur, right? Somebody who's new to this is going to post a graphic saying something like 3 ways to fix your brand strategy. The master, which I would assume you want to set yourself up as, hosts a live brand audit. Stranger drops their URL in the comments, and the master breaks down the strategy, fixes the messaging, and provides a roadmap in real time for them to be able to follow. That viewer who got the help is a fan for life. But here's the clincher, and here's the showing your work part. The 500 or so people who may watch live or on replay see a master at work. They see that you don't need a teleprompter to be brilliant. They see that it's coming out of your lived experience, and they want to tap into that. This is why I always say that live video has the innate ability to drastically cut down on the amount of time it takes for people to know you, like you, and trust you. Live video, you can't prepare for their answers when you're live. Live video ensures that you're in a space that you are operating in your calling and gifting. There's a switch that goes on. As a producer, I've seen it so many different times. Check this. In the Bible, I love using Bible as references for technical and media and social type things because most people don't see it until you make the connection. But in the Bible, there was 450 prophets of Baal. They had a static claim. They told everyone their God was real and powerful. They had the branding, they had the numbers, they had the public forum, but Elijah challenged them to a live Q&A with the divine. Yeah. I love this. Elijah didn't just tell the people, my God is better. He set up a live demonstration. He even raised the stakes, poured water on his altar 3 times, making the solution humanly impossible. He removed any chance of editing and making sure and manufacturing as if the miracle was fake. Your boy Elijah essentially asked the crowd, if you audit the digital footprint of these prophets, do you see fire? Or do you just see them shouting? Do you see the action that they said they could produce? The transformation they claim that they can help provide for you? Or do you just hear noise? When the prophets of Baal failed, your boy Elijah stepped up, didn't need a 40-day marketing campaign. Prayed a simple prayer, and fire fell. The fire consumed the wood, the stones, the soil, and the water. The people didn't need to read a PDF. They didn't need to hear theology. They saw the live receipt and immediately declared, the Lord, He is God. Elijah didn't win that day because he had a better script than the prophets of Baal. He won because he was willing to go live and produce a receipt that his competitors couldn't duplicate. And to be clear, that live receipt, we're still watching the replay of that even to this day. He moved from rehearsed claim to undeniable proof in front of the whole nation. Anyone can write a script. In fact, nowadays, anyone can have AI write a script for them, but no one can fake the ability to improvise a solution under the pressure of a live audience. So here's a challenge for you, the office hours challenge. Schedule a 20-minute live session this week with no slides and no script. Title it ask me anything about my niche. Take 3 unvetted questions from the chat, or even plant them, solve them live on screen, and deposit your first digital receipt. The truth is, most people stay behind the safety of a pre-recorded video because they are terrified of being asked a question they can't answer. But mastery isn't a destination you reach alone. It's a practice you refine with the right people around you. The digital receipts we talked about today are just the beginning. The real work happens when you have a room of peers who challenge your genius and a mentor who helps you sharpen your edge before the cameras ever roll. That's why I created the Inner Circle. This isn't a course or generic program. It's a high-level environment for leaders who are tired of playing it safe. In the Inner Circle, we move past the scripts and the surface level hacks to ensure that every time you show up, you are operating with the authority of a master. If you're ready to stop hiding behind the edit and start leading with undeniable proof, I'd love to have you in the room. Let's build a footprint that no one can ignore. Steward your story with content, and you will discover purpose. It happens naturally. And as you discover purpose, it's confirmed by the lives you change. Those lives change. They can't keep it to themselves. They will tell others, which will expand your reach. And as your reach expands, you will multiply your opportunities. This is how it all works. We'll see you in the next one.